What is up, guys? Xmaster here, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the changes coming to the Skolas fight actually next week. So, like June 16th, the next coming Tuesday, the coming weekly reset in Destiny will bring changes that I think are good and bad. It's gonna change the Skolas fight in many different ways, and I think it's good and bad. So let me get into the changes. Basically, here is a heat map of the Skolas fight at the end, round 6 of the 35 Prison of Elders. So this shows where most of the Guardians were taking their fight from. So as you can see, there is a lot. The red shows where the Guardians were most, where players stuck in to do their fight and where they were to beat Skolas. As you can see, the top shows the entrance to the Fallen Arena, and I was surprised because I haven't really seen anybody do the fight from the entrance. So that was kind of surprising. But then obviously you go into the bottom right side, and that's where mainly every single fight I saw was being done. This is where I did all my fights from mostly. The bottom left side is also a very good spot, as it has a good amount of cover, so you will not be getting shot as much. So the bottom right side was the best side for me because it had a lot of cover as well, and it also was, you could, if you stood there, you can directly see Skolas, and he was pretty far away, a good distance. If you had it done it correctly and you didn't get him to teleport, then you could stun him there, stun lock him. And yeah, so the reason that they are changing it is because the first reason is that the elemental burns proved to be too punishing. Sorry. So this is because, let's say you're running Skolas on the solar burn, you can get one shot by Skolas' Scorch Cannon on the solar burn, which made it too punishing. And also on the solar burn, it wasn't really fair because everybody's looking for somebody for the entire team to have 3 Gjallarhorns, but everybody does not have a Gjallarhorn, so you cannot. That's discluding a lot of people, which of course is not fair. And us with Gjallarhorns, we don't think about it. We are lucky to have one, and we don't think about all the people that don't have one. And only saying you must have a Gjallarhorn is not fair to the people who don't have Gjallarhorns. So this is a good change that they are removing the burns. Another reason for the changes was that the difficulty swings too wildly from week to week, and average playtimes are tracking much longer than intended. This is true. It takes extremely long to complete the Skolas fights sometimes, especially on Arc and Void. Solar not really, because Gjallarhorn is for the win, but that can also take a really long time, and it has, I don't know why, but it has taken me a pretty long time sometimes as well. And I don't know why that is my group just kept on failing on the part where you have to spam with Gjallarhorns. Something went wrong every time, but we managed getting it. We spent 3 hours on that, so yeah, that's such a true fact. So yeah, the difficulty does it does swing from week to week, which I didn't necessarily think was a bad thing, is why I said that this is good and bad at the same time. It was good that the Skolas fight, people are going to be like, oh no, you're a noob if you think it's hard. But no, I found it pretty challenging, which is a good thing. But yeah, Arc Burn And okay, so this is how I would rank the 3 burns in difficulty. First would be Void, then Arc, then Solar. Why are Void? Because in my opinion, it is the hardest to find on a weapon. I don't know why that is, but it is the hardest to get for some reason. It's pretty rare, but it's just pretty rare. So Arc is next, and it's difficult, less difficult because it's more common, and you can find you can get a Thunderlord with an FED spear and like a Fang of Ute or something, and you can do a lot of damage to Skolas. And then the Solar Burn is really easy if you have a Galhorn. Now remember, this is only for me. For other people, it might be the other way around because they have a ton of void weapons, and I do too. I'm just ranking them how I would think is the hardest. The Solar would be not as easy at all if you didn't have a Galhorn, and also the fact that he can then one-shot you with a Scorch Cannon. I don't even know. It is make it so hard. So yeah, this is a good change and a bad change. I still would like it to be different difficulty, so it's not always the same thing, but I guess it's for the best. So yeah. So what Bungie's doing to fix these issues is that they will introduce a new modifier combinations. Arc Void, and Solar Burn will be removed. Boss health is reduced to compensate for the lack of burn, and minions will spawn at predictable health intervals. Also, minor adjustment to the unit makeup of the combatant waves. So first off, with the new modifier combinations, I'm interested to see what this will be. Oh yeah, okay. Well, it's probably gonna be the catapult and trickle and all those ones that we have seen. Primary weapon damage is favored, specialist, yeah, stuff like that. Hopefully they add more modifiers to Skolas and Prison of Elders throughout the entire thing, so it's not the same thing all the time. It'll make it a lot better. And boss health is reduced. That's really good that they thought about that, because with the burns on, you also do a lot more damage. So going without the burn and still having his health where it is, that's going to be insane. And the new the fact that they're taking out the Solar Burn and Void Burn and Arc Burn is actually a good thing itself, because it doesn't limit players to what type of weapon they can use. They can use whatever weapon they prefer, which is a really good thing, because I would want to, if I want to use my Galhorn in every week, and then I can do that. If I want to use a Lord of Wolves or Queenbreaker's bow, I can do that without having to have people say, you can't use that because it's not the same burn. So yeah, I can use whatever I want to, which is good. Of course, there's still going to be people saying, use this, use this, use this, use this. So there's always people like that, but whatever. So minions will spawn at predictable health intervals. Not so sure what that means. Honestly, I have no idea what that means. First, I don't know why. I just don't know what that means. And minor adjustment to the unit makeup of the combatant waves. I don't know what that means either. So yeah, overall, I think this is a good thing over being a bad thing. I really like Bungie is taking quick. They're noticing what is wrong with Destiny, and they are quickly fixing it. And they're not taking forever. They will fix it fast, just like they did with the treasure key issue. I was worried that it was going to take forever to fix that, but they did it instantly. So I really like that they're doing quick changes. And when I heard about this this update coming, I was like, oh god, this is going to come next month or something. But no, it's actually coming, the coming reset. So that's really cool. And yeah, it's good to know that Bungie is listening, watching, and they are also playing themselves. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for daily Destiny content. Leave your thoughts about this down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. See you guys.